Donta Foreman and Dontrell Hilliard. We like backups. We like backups to old running backs. We like backups to oft-injured running backs. Under the radar signing, Donta Foreman is in Carolina now. He is the de facto backup to CMC. Now, I know Chuba Hubbard is there, but Chuba Hubbard sucks. Chuba Hubbard sucks.
Oof.
Chuba Hubbard had a 3.8 yards per carry in what should have been one of his best years to produce because he's a young running back first year in the league, and we talk a lot about as soon as the running backs come into the league, they start declining to a certain extent. We talk
they're
about
like
that.
a car.
They're like a car. Right. 3.8 yards per carry in his first season. So, Chuba Hubbard, I'm sorry, bro. Chuba Hubbard sucks.
Sorry, Chuba.
But Donta Foreman is 6'1", 236 pounds. So even if CMC stays healthy, there's a good chance Donta Foreman is the goal line back in Carolina, which bodes well for his standalone value to a certain extent. It does. And
takes potential. Like McCaffrey should be. They could split him out as a receiver, keep him healthy, put Foreman in the backfield a little bit more. Play them both. Play them both. Yeah,
it would be very smart to. And Donta Foreman, for what it's worth, he was the RB20 in standard leagues and the RB25 in PPR leagues from weeks 9 to weeks 18, in which Derrick Henry was injured. And that was while splitting work with the next guy that I'm going to bring up, Dontrell Hilliard. But to wrap up Donta Foreman, if CMC struggles or gets hurt again, gets injured, Donta Foreman can be a low-end RB2, which is very valuable for a fantasy team, and you should be able to get him on your team for a third-round pick, something like that. Because
I think I have Foreman in one of my leagues. Or you meant were you talking about Hilliard?
No, but the next person I'm going to bring up is Hilliard because he is the sole backup to Derrick Henry, who is 28 years old, coming off an injury, and who was not particularly effective upon returning from his foot injury. So, Dontrell Hilliard, 10.4 PPR points per game from weeks 11 to weeks 18, and the only other running backs on that roster are Jordan Wilkins and Trenton Cannon, who... Okay. So Dontrell Hilliard is the backup running back to a 28-year-old running back who just got injured way past his age apex. I believe Dontrell Hilliard is a sleeper. And yes, he had a good year last year, but would a late third, 2/4 get Dontrell Hilliard on your team? I believe so. I don't think you have to give up anything more than a third-round pick to get either Dontrell Hilliard or Donta Foreman on your team. And we've seen backup running backs perform very well in recent years. I mean, look at Mike Davis the year that CMC went down 2 years ago. He was a high-end RB1 for a good stretch of the season, and then he fell off a little bit, and by the end of season, he was a mid-tier RB2. All because he was the backup to CMC.
Yeah, still helpful, still valuable.
Donta Foreman, I think, a better running back than Mike Davis, even in Mike Davis's prime. So, if CMC were to experience an injury, Donta Foreman to the moon. If Derrick Henry were to experience an injury, we've already seen the Titans have no issues giving Dontrell Hilliard a decent workload.
Yeah.
So I like both of those guys. And that wraps up my list.